Brad Pitt gets a new blow from Angelina Jolie in their never-ending fight for custody. This time, Jolie played dirty. She revealed shocking details of how exactly Brad physically attacked her and their kids. Now the actor has to defend himself again and talk about the infamous flight incident that ruined his family 6 years ago. Pitt is tired of it. He already proved in court that he never assaulted anyone, and Brad asked his ex to not use their children as weapons in their legal battle. But it seems that the Maleficent star is desperate to destroy Pitt, which leaves fans wondering, will Brad ever make peace with Jolie? And is Pitt the only one who truly cares about their children? Pitt's heart was broken when Jolie filed for divorce. The actor had already been part of a huge Hollywood breakup with Jennifer Aniston and hoped to never experience it again. But unfortunately, history repeated itself. I see it happen to friends, where the one spouse literally can't tell their own part in it and is still competing with the other in some way and wants to destroy them. A point of no return took place on that mysterious flight 6 years ago. Something happened on board between Pitt and Jolie that put an end to their relationship. And since then, Brad's life has turned into a living hell. Shortly after the divorce, Jolie accused him of physically abusing Maddox. He even testified against Pitt in court. Luckily, Brad was able to prove he never touched Maddox. Fans all over the world were relieved their idol wasn't a monster. But unexpectedly, Pitt publicly stated that he hadn't been the best father, yet alone husband, and confessed that at times he'd been toxic and drunk. I can't remember a day since I got out of college when I wasn't boozing or had a spliff or something. Brad knew that Jolie had a reason to divorce him. He'd hurt his family and kids. As a man, Pitt publicly apologized and took responsibility for his behavior. He attended Alcoholics Anonymous and claimed to be a better version of himself. Brad proved that he was ready to be more for his children. It hit me smack in the face with our divorce. I gotta be more. I gotta be more for them. I have to show them. And I haven't been great at it. Pitt paid his price, but it seemed that was never enough for Angelina. She wanted to have full custody of their 6 kids. So until they are adults, they won't be able to meet and talk to their father. Angelina didn't even want Brad calling or texting them, and she hired pitbull lawyers to try get her way. Pitt couldn't believe he had to fight for such basic things. He begged Angelina to stop the legal battle, if not for him, then for the sake of their kids, because they had the right to see both parents. Brad's biggest victory at that time was when a judge allowed him to communicate with his children without Jolie's supervision. The actor was truly on cloud 9. He hoped it was a chance to fix his family. However, Jolie was ruthless. She had more dirty moves up her sleeve. 2 years after the divorce, Angelina accused Pitt of not paying any meaningful child support, which was ridiculous, as Brad's lawyers easily proved that he already paid her everything, over $9 million. What more did she want? Obviously, it was not about the money. Brad started to suspect Jolie had a deeper motive, to hurt him. Indeed, soon after the money scandal, Angelina struck again. She sold her part of the winery Miraval that belonged to both of them. And that was a particularly low blow to Brad, for a couple of reasons. First, Pitt and Jolie both agreed to not sell their winery shares without each other's permission, so Angelina's deal was completely illegal. Second, that winery was Pitt's personal business. He truly invested his heart and soul in it. Jolie sold her part to a Russian oligarch who's known for his aggressive competitive spirit. And third, and most important, that winery was where Pitt and Jolie got married. Brad suspected then that his ex wouldn't stop in her mission to destroy him, but he had no idea how far she would go. Indeed, all these years, Angelina was only warming up. Just recently, she made the dirtiest move ever, referring once again to that flight in 2016. But this time, Jolie got the FBI involved. She put new accusations on the table, saying Brad started a brutal, chaotic fight against her and their children. Yes, allegedly Pitt grabbed her by her head, yelled at her, shook her, and pushed her into the bathroom wall. Then Jolie jumped up and grabbed Pitt around the neck. Pitt then threw himself back, pushing Jolie into the seat on the plane, injuring her back and elbow. Does that sound like a real fight or more of a scene from Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Jolie also told the FBI that Pitt spilled alcohol on her and kids, choked one of the children, and struck another in the face. Angelina's newest report is full of gruesome, unexpected details that for some reason she didn't share 6 years ago. Just imagine how Brad felt when the story broke. Yet he didn't speak publicly about this crazy escalation. His team only commented that Jolie's story is completely untrue. The biggest mystery remains, though. Why does Jolie so desperately want to destroy Brad? Yes, it's absolutely clear that she's still offended and can't let the past go. But her actions are hurting their children. Some fans think that Angelina is jealous, and that might have some validity. If you take a look at Brad's career since the divorce, you'll see that he's been pretty successful. He won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Recently, he was on billboards promoting his crazy action movie Bullet Train. And this December, he will play the leading role in Babylon. Jolie definitely hasn't been that successful since their split. More than that, today Brad is rumored to be dating American model Emily Ratajkowski. Perhaps it's just too much for Angelina, who seems to be stuck in the past. Fans believe that her real goal is revenge. She wants to cancel Pitt with these ugly accusations, to turn him into another Amber Heard, or even worse, another Harvey Weinstein. Do you think she will succeed? Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's legal battle is clearly very complicated. The thing that makes it deeply heartbreaking is there are 6 kids who have been under constant media pressure since the divorce. While Jolie claims she heals and protects them, her actions do the opposite. And it's only Pitt who seems to be standing up for their children, asking Angelina to keep them out of the court case. I am very saddened by this, but what matters most now is the well-being of our kids. I kindly ask the press to give them the space they deserve during this challenging time. Hopefully the legal system will clear things up. Brad loves to recall his lawyer's quote, "No one wins in court. It's just a matter of who gets hurt worse." Isn't it time to let the past go and live for the kids?